Hi, teacher. I'm going to talk about evidence tree, and in this one, I will talk about Ancoco exportation from Mexico to Netherlands. Mm, Okay, and the second slide, I have negotiation strategies, benefits, and consequences. In this slide, our first strategy consists of exporting our cocoa to this European country. Sorry. Our first objective, obviously, is the transport. In the transport, we use a big ship. This big ship transport 10 tons approximately, and in money, is like more than 1 million pesos. Our merchandise leave from the port of Veracruz to the port of Rotterdam. This port of Rotterdam is ubicated on Holland, and we select this logistic because it's the most economical and effective route for this exportation. Talking about money, obviously. We also establish principles. Some of these principles are the quantity of the product, 10 tons. Other principle is a transport logistic with a shipping company, with a comfort shipping company. And another principle is the consequences of broken contract. If one of broke this contract, obviously the part that not broke the contract receive more money. Some of our benefits, obviously, is the utility that both of parts we have. And also, I consider that this is a good negotiation because in this case, that both parts win-win. And another benefit is the future, no? Uh, I talk about the future because in the future we can make more union between two countries, Holland and Mexico also. And also we can make bigger deals because this is a better economy for the both countries in the ambit of money. And some consequences, I consider bad consequences because if we fail in a series of this negotiation, we can make in our company cutbacks in personnel, obviously, and claim will claim we will receive different claims in this bad consequences. Okay, on this slide on the mixed method, from my personal point of view, is the most convenient in this negotiation because we can have both information, no, qualitative and quantitative data. Okay, qualitative data refers much to culture preferences, to the whole, and quantitative data refers to statistics like, I don't know, the Hollands that consume cocoa in a month, for example. And also this mixed method have certain terms and a complete research, and these have a lot of value. Okay, on this slide, I have the technological advantages. These technological advantages are three elements: the benchmarking, the availability, and the time. Benchmarking refers to the customer who receive our cocoa, in this case in Holland, no? And the customer can see if he should order the cocoa from Africa, for example, or from Europe, or if he still order our cocoa, no, from Mexico. And talking about the availability is our electronic commerce, and this electronic commerce is very viable to make this type of exploitation because we can make this exploitation at any time, at any day, and we can send a product and the amount that we want. No, talking about the time, this element is key because this element can see the available to our customer, no, and we know when and how our cocoa arrive in this case in Holland. This trip is to from 2 or 3 days from delivery, and is the destiny is the port of Holland, and obviously we can help with these advantages. No, it's very important in this case of negotiation. Okay, on this slide, I will talk about the ethic negotiation in this negotiation between my cocoa from Mexico to Netherlands. No, first the intrinsic motivation. In this element, we always try to apply our personal values of our company, because obviously we are a social responsible and we put the ethic about everything else. And talking about the instrumental reason, our cocoa company is very prestigious because, like I said in time ago, we are a credible company with institutional values about anything, and we always respect our customer, and not only in the attitude. We respect our offer in the rival and prices of our cocoa. And in about the things of ethic, we we use a negotiation, and this negotiation always was integral because we put the mission and vision of the company, and we practice these two things. And finally, other ethic thing is that the personal values of our negotiators are defined, and we always try to make the counterpart feel comfortable and happy with our negotiation. This negotiation was about the cocoa, as I mentioned time ago. Okay, in this part of the decision, we use a mixed method, always in this negotiation. And we have three elements: the quantitative data or one decision, another is the qualitative data, and the third and most important is the export as only itself, no? And the quantitative data, we recollect information about the cacao quantity, the 10 tons, obviously, the cost of the transport as logistic, and finally the consumers and sale. This is our quantitative data. And about the qualitative data, we recollect information about the time of all the transport, the cocoa, all of that things. The second is the transport. That's transport, the shipping company, obviously, talking about the shipping company. And finally, the opinions and observations about the consumers, obviously. And then finally, with the third decision is the sport as itself and the most important decision. And obviously, in this decision, we investigated about the logistic and strategies. Sorry, about the entire exportation of the cacao to Netherlands. And in this final slide, we have the seven models of managing the negotiation. No, the seven models are the confrontation, the vital objectives, the expansion of resources. The fourth is the prevention or avoidance. The fifth is the attenuation or softening. And the two last is the imposition and contemplation, the last one. Uh, and in this negotiation, I consider, from a personal point of view, the most important is the vital objectives, because if we have differences with our negotiator, in this case, the Hollands, not the Netherlands, um, we can we can resolve this problem with this material with the vital objectives, because we only focus on the objective and we spy the differences, no? This is from my personal point of view, and that's all, teacher. This is all my evidence tree.